This is Lupus Speaks Podcast, talks all things beyond the medicine, and I'm your host, Shadrika Holmes. I am not a healthcare professional or a licensed therapist. If you are in need of any professional help, I use and recommend Jesus. No, I'm just kidding. But for real, any information that I share on this podcast is from my experiences and my experiences only. So if you are looking to make any lifestyle changes, then I highly recommend you speaking with your doctor first. Without further ado, let's get back to the show. Hi, warriors and friends. On this show, we're going to talk about understanding lupus and what all you need to know. Because there is no way you can be diagnosed with this disease and not learn what it means. You must let everyone know so that they can educate themselves on the truth and the facts and the stats, because this is no joke. Lupus isn't real. And the only way that you can fully and truly understand what lupus is all about is understanding your body, educating yourself, listening to your body. And that includes your mind and your spirit. And it's a trinity. It's all three. You can't just focus on the body. You can't just focus on the mind. And you can't just focus on the spirit. You have to do all three. In that order: mind, body, spirit, mind, body, spirit, mind, body, spirit. Your mind needs to be able to understand what your body is going through. And it's an intellectual thing, because your thoughts are your feelings. So if you do not pay attention to what you are thinking, it can determine how you feel. And then on that note, your feelings and your emotion causes stress. It causes frustration. It causes overwhelm because of the thoughts. So if you rearrange what you're thinking, you will be able to determine how you actually feel in the body physically. What you feed in your spirit and your soul, which is energy, which is what's in your space. That also determines how you feel and what you think. So mind, body, and spirit must be some of the important things that you understand in the beginning stages of lupus. If you do not do that, you will be in turmoil. That's just the truth about it. You will take the diagnosis and completely ignore the fact that you can live with this. Completely ignore that you are the only person that can do something about this. You can go to your doctor. And yes, I recommend you listening to your doctor, because everybody's situation is different. And we are all in different phases and different stages with lupus. And so some symptoms may be more severe than others. So yes, I do recommend that you listen to your doctor and some of the suggestions that they have. But I also believe that you should definitely look at the prescription, what they're prescribing you. Look at the symptoms and, look at what the medication is supposed to be doing. Now, I don't know what everybody's situation is, but a lot of the times, I need to look at what fruits and vegetables reduce my inflammation. What foods do I need to not eat that, causes pain? Things like that, something that's natural, you know what I'm saying? God put us on this earth with our medicine, which is the food. And so there are ways for us to naturally, I won't 100% say cure, because I mean that's a stretch, you know what I'm saying? Like, yes, I truly believe that you can cure yourself from lupus, but I also feel like you can't do it with just eating better. Okay, like, it's a misconception to go out here and tell people, well, if you just eat fruits and vegetables, you'll be cured. Yeah, you could eat fruits and vegetables, but you also got to think positive. You got to exercise. You got to drink water. You got to, fix them bad habits. You can't be smoking and drinking and eating healthy. That's crazy as hell to me. Like, why people do that? That don't even make no sense. If you have a healthy body, why would you, infuse it with drugs or alcohol? But anyways, that's a whole nother topic for another day. All I'm saying is mind, body, spirit, mind, body, spirit. And spirit, it doesn't mean that you have to have a religion. You just have to have something spiritual about yourself. You know what I'm saying? Energy, vibes, a connection with your being centered within yourself. You know what I'm saying? Know thyself, love thyself, be thyself. It's what I truly believe. And this is some of my secrets. This is what I did. I could go on and on and on. But this is just my opinion about what it means to understand, because nobody can really tell you how you gonna feel. Another person can receive, okay, you are diagnosed with lupus. This is the reason why you've been dealing with this pain, or this is where this come from. You know what I'm saying? Okay, now somebody can take that diagnosis and they can run with it, and they can research, and they can get all the information they need to know, and they're gonna find holistic ways to, you know what I'm saying, they're gonna get into therapy, they're gonna do all the right things, and it works for them, and they live, and they happy, and they free, you know what I'm saying? But that's just the lupus part of it. Life don't stop. Like, things don't stop happening to you because you sick and you got lupus. Your bills still got to be paid. You got to work. You got kids. You got a man. You got all this stuff you got going on with school. Whatever you have in your life prior to lupus still needs attention. And so you just got to be mindful of how to incorporate lupus into your already life. And, don't stop. It don't have to stop. You just got to figure out a healthier way to go about living your life. Because I just generally feel like lupus in your body is just saying, you know what? Trigger. It's a lot of stuff going on, boo-boo. And, we got to do something about this. I know everybody not going to totally agree with my opinion with that. But I do. I just feel like, yes, maybe you don't deserve, nobody deserves to be in pain. Nobody deserves to be hurt. No, it's not your fault that you are diagnosed with lupus. No, it's not your fault that you are sick. But I will say, now that you know, you got control over certain things that you can do to make your lupus in your life better. That's all I'm saying. It's just a red flag to say, do something, because you can. And for years I had this limiting belief that me being diagnosed and me, just going into this self-pity and this sorrow and wrapping my life around my inability to be able to do the things that I want to do because I was sick. Girl, do not fall in that mental trap. Do not do that to yourself. You owe it to yourself to not condemn yourself to that thinking. Start saying, I am healed. Sorry, you guys. That was just a little teaser to get you started and get it all ready for what is more to come. I really, really cannot wait. I'm so excited for this podcast. I feel like it's going to be amazing, and I have so much content that I want to share with you. So please, please, please look forward to the upcoming launch of Lupus Speaks podcast on December the 5th, 2019. Enjoy. Thank you for listening. If you enjoyed this episode, please share with your family and your friends. And if you haven't already, go on over to Facebook and Instagram and follow me at Lupus Speaks. For show notes and more information, please go over to www.lupusspeaks.org. Remember, warriors, you do not have to fight this fight alone. I am with you, and I understand. Until next time, peace and be intentional.